NAFTA is one of the many concerns of the new U.S. Secretary of Ag, Sonny Perdue. I recently headed to Washington, D.C. with the National Association of Farm Broadcasters. We had a chance to sit down with Perdue. I found him to be warm, casual, and super friendly.
Welcome to 31st Secretary of Agriculture, Sonny Perdue.
U.S. Secretary of Ag Sonny Perdue entered the room full of farm broadcasters with a warm welcome.
I see some of you got the dress code. If others want to take their coats off, feel free, okay?
He's the 31st U.S. Secretary of Ag, one of the first from the Southeast.
I sort of feel like my life history's kind of brought me to this point. Obviously, growing up on a diversified row crop farm, dairy farm as well. Having graduated from veterinary school at the University of Georgia, a little Air Force experience.
He served as governor of Georgia for 8 years, from 2003 to 2011.
And many of my friends said, why do you want to do this at your stage of life? I believe when you're tapped on the shoulder and from a service standpoint, I'm the kind of guy that says salutes and says, put me in, coach.
He says trade will be on the top of the list in his new role, along with regulation and immigration.
I think the president and Scott Pruitt have already made a great step forward in the regulation area. We will. I think we've made great steps from the president and his decision on NAFTA and the trade and what we just talked about with China in that area. You just need to know I'm a grow it and sell it kind of guy.
Perdue says his views on agriculture have been shaped by his firsthand knowledge as a farmer and as an agribusinessman.
Whether you rent it or you own it, we're all just stewards, and we need to leave it better than we found it. And that's my goal. That's my oath to these employees. I told them the other day in Whitten and in Kansas City, my oath to them is to leave the USDA better than I found it, thus American agriculture better than we found it.
Perdue is taking the role just as President Trump is suggesting a 21% cut in USDA's discretionary spending. When asked about that, Perdue says his role as governor through a recession has prepared him.